Hey guys, what's up? Yes, it is me, Trickett, and it is Money Making Meditation Monday, guys, where we just close our eyes and we release all the negative energy that you have built up in you, and you focus only on the good that you want to see happen in your life. And before you even start your day, or even if your day already started, you take 10, 15 minutes out to just quiet your mind and see the day how you would like to see it. See it how you would like to see it go for you. You control your world, not the outside world, but your world. And your world will shift those on the outside to conform to what you're visualizing, to what you believe. Don't believe it? Try it. Don't be scared. Check this out, guys. Today, I want to leave you guys with this golden nugget. It's priceless. But words have power. And I know that you all believe that words have power too. You know how I know that? Because when you're angry, you do your best to find the words that you think is going to hurt that individual the most. Even when you're so angry and you curse someone out, you're using the words that you think will degrade that individual. Because when you're angry, you're into degrading, making someone feel, trying to make someone feel less, because you probably feel they made you feel less. So now your fight isn't really with that individual. Your fight is with yourself and your own ego, your own pride. Because your ego was wounded, because your pride was wounded. Now, all of a sudden, you want to retaliate, either in your mind, in secret, with negative thoughts, or speaking behind someone's back, very negative, using words that you feel that when you say it in the story, it's going to get a rise out the individual. It's going to get the other individual emotionally caught up. No way, really? They said this? And I get it. But that way is non-effective. I've never seen it work for anybody. You hating on someone, I only see it make the person hating get sick. I've never seen someone that carries anger happy. I never seen anyone that cannot forgive live a happy life. I just never seen it. Now, if you guys have seen it, please prove me wrong. Leave a comment, inbox me, do whatever you got to. Make a fake profile and then ask me a question. I've seen it all. People hiding, fears all over the place in all areas of people's lives. I don't want nobody to know. There's all kinds of crazy stuff people have going on up here that they have not cleaned out of their closet. And they have all kinds of issues. And I get it. But all I'm saying, guys, is that you know that words have power. That's why you use them the way you use them. That's why when you curse someone out, when you're trying to degrade someone, you're looking for specific words that you feel carry a great deal of power, that when you hurl them at someone, that they're like bombs. Like you just blew that individual up. But honestly, I've never seen that work for anyone. The individual dropping bombs is always unhappy. Very rarely ever smiles. Always complaining of some type of sickness. Don't believe me? Test it, guys. I've already done it. Everyone will either talk about their aches, their pains, what's hurting, what's not working, who did what. They are full of nagging and complaining. And of course, they're going to justify it. But that's their conversation, 90%. And now, speaking like that, thinking like that, somehow they expect all this good to come into their life, or even good people to come into their life. And you're not going to attract anything good in your life. You're going to continue to be unhappy, continue to only have your temporary moments of ha ha ha, and that's so temporary that it's so dry. You're going to continue to look like you have no life. You're going to continue to have a very small circle of people that you deal with that most likely are limited thinking until you get out of that shell. And you start speaking words that are positive. Until you start speaking words that give life. Because see, the tongue gives life and death. Most people use it for death. Oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, I hate that person. Oh, you don't know what they did. Oh, I can never forgive that person. Oh, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And they're just lost in their own prison that they've put themselves in mentally. But then they're going to complain and say they've done nothing, how good they are, and all these bad things are just happening to them. That's so false. They're talking negative. They're thinking negative. The majority of their conversation is not motivating. The majority of their conversation will not be uplifting you. You will not leave energized when you get done speaking with them, because the words that they choose to use are all words that drain you. And we all know people like this. We have mercy on them. We try not to talk to them that often because who wants to be drained, right? But we still have mercy, right? Because those that have passed that level of life, we have compassion for those that are still stuck in their tomb and they don't get it yet. They're still trapped. And they're trapped because of their own free will, their own decisions that they're making. And they just don't see it. They think it's coming from somewhere else outside of them. So your words have power. So why not call yourself greatness? Why not see yourself as someone spectacular? Why not speak the day that you want to have happen and then start your day and let God, the universe, let God allow his universe to bless you with the things that you trust and believe in. Now, if that's fear, and then fear is going to be what you're going to get for the day. Just more I'm afraid, more I'm scared, more, and the person hasn't done anything. That is some crazy stuff going on up here, guys. And I know so many people, unfortunately, like that. And I'm going to say they're good people. But man, whatever program they bought in their life, fear most definitely was at the forefront, unfortunately. So guys, check this out. Use your words positively on yourself. Because if you're not feeling good about yourself, if you're not speaking good about yourself, how can you even feel good about anyone else? How can you give any of that good energy out to anyone else if you can't even first love yourself? So you got to first love yourself. And that means speaking well of yourself. And then speaking well of others. You have to practice what I call retaliation. But it's not the way you guys probably see it, right? Retaliation to you is, somebody says something to you, first thing you want to do is cuss the person out, right? You just want to drop to that low level of thinking, that low level where nothing good comes from. That is like the lowest level. Nothing good comes from there. When you drop down to that level, I'm all upset. I'm cursing this person out. I hope they die. I hope they lose their job. They'll get what they got coming. you normally feel great, right? At the end when you're done with all that? No, you don't, okay? You feel like garbage because you're putting negative out and negative karma is just coming back. All you're doing is committing genocide. All you're doing is killing yourself, hurting yourself. That person's not even effective. You want to be effective? You want to get back at your quote unquote enemies? For all you religious people out there, doesn't the Bible say that when you love your enemies, it's like putting hot wood on the fire? Meaning God's anger just gets hotter and hotter towards that individual that has done you wrong because you chose to love them instead of hate them. You chose to send out loving thoughts instead of negative thoughts. And because you took on the nature of a godlike nature, then God, in the Bible, for you religious folks, he says vengeance belongs to him and he deals with that person. And it's not for you to see how and how they got it and when, because he says the minute you get happy over someone else's punishment, and then he'll take it off of them and put it on you. So go figure that, guys. So see, I always win because I'm always gonna just send back love. And a real boss can do that. If you get caught all up in your emotions and your feelings, and then you really need to work on your inner self. Meditation is probably what you're lacking in a major way. Not prayer, meditation is what you're lacking. How many people do you guys all know in the church? Don't say any names. Cussing left and right. They have no self-control. Any news story can move them. Any gossip story can move them. They'll just buy it hook, line, and sinker. They'll be emotionally invested in something they don't even know the full story of. Come on, guys. Tell the truth and shame the devil, right? We all know people like that. So just because you sit up in a church doesn't make you any better or holy or righteous or whatever. Because people sitting up in church are divorcing, popping pills, cursing left and right, and they're lacking the belief in true faith that they need to have. They have doubt all over the place, and doubt is blaspheming the Holy Spirit. You're saying basically that the Creator can't create what he can't fix your problem, but he was able to do everything else. That's blasphemy. It's craziness, right? But so many people do it. So many people do it. Use your words positive. Use your words positive on yourself and on those that you would call an enemy. I don't have any enemies. You may have a disagreement. You may have energy, and your energy and that person's energy not in harmony. And that's only going to be because there's fear. It's always going to be fear, guys. Fear is going to be somewhere on one person or the other person's side, but it's going to be fear. And that's going to be hindering maybe something that could be wonderful and great, but you'll never know. And if you have those thoughts like everything's bad, the world's going to hell in a handbasket, everyone's cheating, lying, all the stores are marking up all the prices, everyone's trying to rob you. If you have all these negative thoughts, don't worry, let me help you out. No good will be coming your way. As a man thinks, so is he. As a man believes, let it be done unto him. So you really believe these things, and then that'll be your life. But then you'll have somebody else that doesn't believe like that, and you'll be wondering, how are they making it? How are they happy? How are they doing this? And they live in the same world amongst the same people, but they don't have the same misery. That's because they don't think like you. And they're not talking like you. That's because somewhere, somehow, they realize that their thoughts and their words create their reality. They are the author and the finisher of their faith. They are. You reap what you sow. So no one can blame no one on the outside for how they lived, died, lived, and are living now their life. It's their choices that they have made, and it is what it is. The beauty about it is that it can always change. There's nothing permanent. Nothing's permanent. Now in your mind, you can say there's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing you will be able to do about it. But if you speak positive words, if you invest in yourself, that investment will pay off great dividends. If you invest in yourself. But who wants to invest in yourself? It's more funner talking about somebody else winning money. It's more exciting watching somebody else living a great lifestyle. It's more exciting talking about who bought what, who got what, everything that you don't have that you want. But you love watching other people do it. You love watching them succeed. You love watching them smile more than you smile. Them talking about vacation trips and the great things they're doing, but you're not doing. But you love watching other people doing it, don't you? That's crazy. Really? Invest in yourself. Use your words positively on you and others around you. Defeat all your enemies with thinking loving thoughts about them, and it'll diffuse them. Guarantee you, it will diffuse whatever issue they try to bring upon you. It'll fizzle out. Even the Bible says, for you religious folks, a soft answer turns away wrath, turns away somebody that's angry at you. A soft answer. But who gets a soft answer? You yell at me, I yell back at you. It's on. We both just went to the bottom level. We're both in the hood. We're both slumming. And somehow we think we're going to win at this level. The bottom feeders, the bottom level. Man, come on. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. You have greatness living in you because God, the universe, and all its glory dwells within you. But if you don't utilize that power, if you don't recognize who you truly are, if you still think you're the mask, called trick it, call whoever, and then you don't get it. This is just a mask, guys. It's the spirit inside you that is the real power. So on that note, guys, on this money-making, meditating Monday, money-making meditation Monday, we are going to just watch our words. And I guarantee you'll see a change in your life. You'll see a shift in your reality. It has to shift. And it won't unless you shift and change your thought process. And on that note, guys, you guys are all amazing. I salute each and every one of you and the greatness and the divinity that is in you. Good night, guys. Peace out.